All right, now welcome back to the channel. Well, the old bus is getting there. So took the weekend off, went racing, had a good time. Michael Nell's car is a hot rod. We ironing it out slowly but surely, but it's got very good potential. But anyways, we're back on the bus today. So I figure since that thing likes to scrape the ground anyways, let's go and whack it off. Let's go and cut her loose. Them taillights ain't gonna work for what I need anyway, so even though I like the nostalgia look of it and it fits the bus, let's go and get those out of the way. We're gonna start working on this thing a little bit, see if we can't get it a little bit closer. So I got the back of it cut off. I just gotta go through and get the lights off of it, but worry about that later. I'm gonna get on the inside and start working on piecing it back together. Still gotta get out here and start screwing all this up. We'll get there. Let's get the inside of it. Oil that up. The support's up here and the one's down this side. So now I can come up in here. I start putting my panels back. I gotta build me a little patch. I measured that a little off when I cut it. So I gotta go through and I start putting my little panels in here once I put my insulation back in it. So let's go through and I need to figure out which one's the back door buzzing. I'm tired of it buzzing. So we can bypass it, check all my lights while I got it apart real quick. And then I can put my I can tie all this stuff back. When I tie all this stuff back, I can go through and start putting all my panels back in. Got the insulation in behind there. Putting it in there, pulling these wires back out. For some reason, the tail light stuff ain't working. I don't know if they worked before, but we're gonna check out all that before I get into there. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these side panels on it, put it on the other side, and then I'll start working on the lights. I went ahead and cut this piece off. I just cut it off at a random spot. I know it can't be no longer than that because the way the back of the bus is. Hey, this might be the other side now I think about it. It don't even matter because look, boom. So I'm gonna cut the other one off and that way I can get these big old pieces out of the floor, start having to step on, start cleaning this thing out. Start getting the pieces back in here like I need to. Get the back of it up on it. Everything will be good to go. Well, it's Sunday. Me and Cage up here in Saludas, or how you say this little town up here, on my way to Hendersonville. I had a customer, they called me this morning, a real good customer that lived next to me.
In about 10 miles, take exit 49A onto Four Seasons Boulevard.
She called me this morning, said her son borrowed her car. She come up here and the alternator gone bad on it, killed the battery and all. So they got it, AAA to tow it to the local parts house to get it off the side of the road. She come up here to help them. So I just told her, I said, well, instead of paying a big old tow bill, I said, I'll just come up here and pick it up. So me and Kate got the trailer and all that. Which I might just swap it all in there and let Kate drive it back. I might just drive it back and then swap it all in there. We don't know yet. But so it's about an hour and a half ride up here on a Sunday. So tired from the racetrack yesterday. What you tired, Kate? Yeah. Been riding. So like I said, we're about an hour and 20 minutes in this ride. I mean, it's beautiful up here in the mountains. I noticed this old trailer had some flex to it. I just now figured it out. Look at that. We on borrowed time on that thing. That one's cracked. That one's cracked down it. We got to weld that up. That one's cracked there. That one's still good. But I knew this thing, when I've been standing on it, can flex a little bit. We got to weld that when we get back home. I get the track back working over here, working on getting top of this hill and slid off the freaking edge over here. I don't want to dig myself no deeper. I'll just call my buddy Joe to come pull me back on the road real quick. I've been wanting to work on this thing. I got the steel from Michael Nell. Got our long sticks here. I need to come over here and start boxing in my piece right here and start measuring out so that way I can get the steel I need cut so we can start building the tubs on this thing, get the tubs on it. Once I get this thing built and boxed in, then I can go through and start finish welding the bed on it and getting everything buttoned up on it and start getting along down through here. So let's get to grinding some stuff, do some stuff that ain't really that safe. And somebody's probably gonna jump in the comments and be like, oh, you should do this or you should do that, or you should be thinking better about your eyes and you're this and you're that, and you must not want to live a long time even though you're old. So let's just go through and let's do some dangerous stuff. Let's do some cutting, some grinding, some welding. Let's get on it. Ride with us. So anybody that knows me knows I'm more of a measure once, cut 14 other times without measuring type person. I just kind of freehand and go with it and see where I wind up, you know. So I need to measure the width of this, which I think is 8 foot. I'm pretty sure I need to measure them 8 foot. We need to measure a little bit less than 8 feet because I gotta lay a piece across here. If I lay that piece across there, I do not want the exposed end to be outwards where I have to box that in where it looks good. I'd rather just go through and cut it 2 inches short on each side to take 4 inches off of 8 foot. And that way this piece can butt up to the side piece here, because that's the next piece that we're building, is the piece that comes off of here, up, straight, down, straight, tying into there. So let's go and cut. We need at least 1/8. I might need 2/8. I don't know what. I might just weld to that. That's the same as this, pretty much. About positive this is the same as this. Might just butt it into there and weld it. Just clean back the rubber on it and weld it up. So ride with me real quick. Let's get this together. So the bed is 2 inches shy of 96, so we're at 94 there. So we need to take 4 inches off of that. So that's 90. So we need to cut this at 90 to start with. For strength reasons, we're gonna tuck that in there. Ooh, I'm out of breath. I gotta get some of these slugs off down through here so we can tuck it in. That way our side piece will come right up out of there. We'll be able to attach it, come up, and that way it'll give us some strength to attach it. I originally was gonna make this a dump bed. I changed my mind about it. I think for the weight reasons, I think it'd be a lot better off just like this. I gotta take a little slope out of this. So this being this much longer is gonna work out good. Well, I might split this in the center, and we're gonna have to drop this down just a little bit to take a little bit of that bevel out of it. So that way it don't, my car don't rub. We're about a 1/2 inch short right here. If we was to pull our back tire up here to our front tire in the middle of the car, about a 1/2 inch short. So we gotta drop this down. At least a 1/2 inch. I think we should drop it at least, I don't know, at least 2 inches probably. I don't know, we'll figure that out when we get there. But for now, let's go and cut some more metal, grind some things, get this thing together. I got that where I want it. Went ahead and cut that piece off. That way we can tack it in. 44 5/8. So let's go ahead and cut this thing real quick. It's about to get loud. If you ain't got something like this, you're gonna be freaking trying to cut stuff like that. You'll be there forever. So here's my thought process. If we lay a level across it or whatnot, we got distance here at 24 inches and 24 inches. Meaning, if I laid a piece of metal, it would touch in the middle before it would touch at 24 or it would touch at 0. You know, if we laid right here at 12 inches. So if I come up here, I go 24 inches back, that's going to give us about 4 inch drop between here. We'd have to hit the middle before it would hit there. So let's cut some pieces off at 24 inches. And that'll be this side and that side. And then we can set it up here about where we want it. And then we can build pieces down to the sides. I forgot to turn the gas on my welder, but that's about what we're thinking. 32 degrees with two 12-inch straight cuts. That at 22 inches long. That at 12 inches, that at 12 inches. Go down, and that way it'll be a smooth little transition. Once I get all this, I notch the bed out so I can slide that up in there and weld it around. But what I'm thinking is we'll build the tubs, and then where the tubs are off it, we'll build some little ramps right here down. That way the car will make sure the car will pull up on. That way it ain't just the front bumper here. That way if we have a car that's shorter, if we start right here with our ramps, like this is gonna be boxed in, but it's gonna have just some little ramps that come up to there and go there, and that way it sits up on top of it. I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'm gonna cook some cube steak for Nikki, and I'll come back out here and work some more. All right, I started cleaning that little weld up right there because I had a little gobble down at the bottom, but got that welded up around there on the inside. I tacked it here on the side where it's the same height as that. And now I'm gonna run my bar from there all the way down this edge here. So we got something solid to weld to right here. And a platform, because this has rubber on top of it. So I'm gonna attach it from there to here. And then I can build my inside piece up. I'm gonna build it right here at the very edge of this. That way I can slide my sleeve up in here, or my backsplash, or inner tub. I can slide it up here on the inside edge of it and do it. So I'm gonna go through and come right here off of this, leave a little bit of a gap that we can slide a piece of plate up in between. We can weld it to this and weld it to the outside of this piece here. My phone's about to die, so I gotta hurry up. So I got my flat piece here to lay across. I ain't got it yet, but I'm gonna get a flat piece to lay here. I got my piece built for there, my piece built for here. I can lay a string across this and across that, and that way I can build it straight to each other here. I got these little pieces here, and to the other side, I'll lay a piece of string from here across to that one, and that way I can build my piece up to here. It's gonna come from right here though. Up, flat, down, just how this is. So we can lay our metal on top of it, our metal on the back of it, metal on the front, and then we'll have the flat spot there. We'll have it all boxed in. Just so I can give y'all the perspective from here. Like I said, had the flat piece come across there, down, over. That'll be shaped, flat, flat, up, up, up. I gotta build a piece across. We'll have the deck here where you can open the door up, still swing this, and then you'll have the tubs here where you can pull the car up here. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you one later. Thank you.